So here it is, my people. I'm Roadhawk Wilson, welcoming you into my home. And today I'm going to be discussing Archer Season 11. And I was highly anticipating this season. I think the last several seasons of Archer have just been some of the best adult animation. And Season 11 is living up to that expectation in the sense that it's asking some very hard questions about its main character, and one of them being, if I didn't exist, would it matter? Keep in mind, and there will be spoilers for the first few episodes of the series. Light spoilers, but there are spoilers. So just be warned. Essentially, in the first episode, we are reintroduced to Archer waking up, which some people speculated that this was just another dream that he was going through and we were being trolled. Others fully believe that he was awake. It has been confirmed that he is awake. And that question of, do I matter? What would it be like if I didn't exist in my friends' lives? And would they be better? Is answered outright in the first episode of this season, in which Archer really has to humble himself and look at the remnants of his life through the scope of people who have not had him in it for years. This is an incredibly brutal concept, as most people like to have enough of an ego to think that their lives matter to those around them, and better yet, their lives make a more positive impact on the people in their lives. However, in Archer's case, ultimately, he has to come to the realization that one, the office is able to function, two, they are able to establish themselves as spies again under Interpol, and three, all of his closest friends he has lived 3 lifetimes, and even Cyril has been so significant to Archer that he had to have him be the villain, one of the arguably most important characters in the first 2 seasons of Archer's Dreamland, that he couldn't live without them even in his comatose state. So this answer that Archer ultimately has to face is a yes. He is so insignificant in these people's lives from time to time that his absence made them better people. And it's very possible that by the end of the season, we'll see that this isn't a reality and that people haven't really changed. However, I do want to mention one character in particular, who is Pam, who's a fan favorite, and ultimately sticks very close to Archer in the first few episodes, and really, even in his dreamscape, is one of the most friendly and encouraging characters in there, and it's nice to see her continue that and be Archer's kind of um, guiding conscience in the new season as he adjusts to his new life. Now, the second question that he ultimately has to face is, would my love move on without me? And keep in mind, before we had the dreamscape in Archer, where he was in a coma, he was back with his with Lana, and at the same time, they were trying to make it work. Well, more so than Lana, she has now moved on and ultimately found a new father figure for Archer and Lana's child. This is a devastating realization, to find out that someone you loved, you technically die in a sense. Your body shuts down to a certain extent, and Lana was able to move on. This is a really brutal concept, and many people like to believe that if our great loves were to see us die, they would never move on. Archer has to face this front and center within 20 minutes of the episode, and through his, ultimately what I believe is his shared experiences in his dreamland and other scenarios, stories, he was actually able to grow up and realize that Lana deserves to be happy, whether or not that's with him, as he has sacrificed himself multiple times in particular for her. Now, the third and final question that Archer has to answer in this season is, will my return matter? Can I redeem myself from these hard truths that I have to face? They're kind of different variations of the same question in the sense that, will Archer be a productive member or will he be a detrimental member? And in the first season, in episode 1, we actually see him very much try to humble himself and accept a supporting role, which is huge for a character that at one point was so hellbound on his own ego when he had cancer that he went on a rampage instead of seeking proper treatment because he felt the world had screwed him over. This is ultimately something Archer is going to have to find out as the series progresses, but I'm highly, highly looking forward to that because this season is amazing. Guys, let me know your comments, your thoughts down below. This is truly one of the best adult animation shows out there. I say adult animation in the sense that it's a cartoon for adults. But with that, I'm going to wrap this up here. This is a much longer video than I expected. If you made it this far into the video, please use a hashtag Archer for Life, just so I know how many people are actually doing that. But I hope this was a coherent, fun conversation for you guys. I'll see you later. Bye.